Gustavo? Oh, was you looking for me?
Yeah, in a sec, Richard will come over.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Hey.
Hey, we've got a car for you. So,
What
or actually,
kind
it's a
of car?
Tacoma.
Okay.
We'll put you back into a Tacoma.
Okay,
All right.
perfect.
We just, I mean, the chances are very good that warranty's going to cover it. Normally, we just have to find out for sure what it is, but the odds are on your side. Because
It's a
from
weird,
what you
that's a
described,
weird statement.
Well,
I feel like
we-
I'm being prepped for maybe not.
because we don't know what's wrong with it. We have to know for sure before warranty will cover it.
What's the Toyota warranty? 36
336, but
bumper to bumper,
well, it's comprehensive. Bumper to bumper is kind of a misnomer.
and then is there an additional powertrain?
There is. We just don't know if it hit something or if something got wrapped up.
I know.
Oh, I know you don't. I mean,
I was in a dirt parking lot in snow.
Okay.
It didn't hit anything.
So that's where we have to verify. That's all. And then we have to check for parts and find out what's going on with that. But as far as that goes, without knowing exactly what's wrong, I can't say 100% yes. The
Yeah.
warranty's going to cover it.
But
But
I
chances-
really do feel like I'm being prepped for it
Chances
not
are-
being covered.
No, I'm not trying to do.
You know
that.
how like
I'm
when the government comes out and says something on the news, and then
I
a
have
few
to be
weeks
careful
later,
with what I say, or else it's coming out of my paycheck. So,
and then a few weeks later, magically, it's like it happens what they say.
I mean, Toyota wants to cover it.
I would
want
hope
Toyota
so. It's
to
my
cover it.
first Toyota.
I'm going to do everything I can to make sure Toyota covers it.
I can't think of why they wouldn't. It's
Exactly. And I
normal
can't either.
driving. It's
That sounds like 100% warranty, but I mean that sounds like a warranty job,
yeah.
and that's going to be no problem. But we just have to find out for sure.
Yeah. Well, again,
I'm trying to prepare you just in case, but
I know that's what it feels like.
well,
That's what I'm pointing out.
Yeah.
And that's concerning me.
I mean, if warranty won't cover it, you will be liable. But I don't see.
How would they
I
not?
don't see
How would they not cover it?
if it was acted on by an outside influence. That's the only.
What would be an
that's the-
outside influence?
Something like if it got hit in the past and there was a crack in the case and the fuel leak or the oil leaked out.
There's been no leaking or anything.
I trust you. I do. I mean, I am on your side here. I just have to tell you what the policy is. That's all I'm doing. I mean, chances are yes.
Yeah, I've
If
just
it were,
it's an interesting conversation. I'm not, and there's no way I could know that I'm intentionally being prepped for it not being covered, but it feels like that. And
I want to
the
cover
reason
it. I
I'm
would
saying
much
that
rather.
is I've never been confronted with that when taking a vehicle in for warranty.
Mhm.
So it caught my attention. Every time they're just like, yeah, we'll take a look at it. They may say later, but they've never come at me from the start with
well,
that.
I mean, I want to be upfront, honest, 100% honest upfront. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible.
Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't. It'll be intriguing to see how it plays out. Now.
I mean, I'm leaning towards yes, it's going to be covered warranty. I mean, I just can't be 100% until we check it out, until we get our technicians on it, until we find out exactly what happened.
Well, how would you know exactly what happened?
By looking
you
at the
guys
vehicle.
weren't there.
No, I
was
mean
there.
we can look at the vehicle. I mean, if there's no outside damage on the transfer case or anything like that,
I mean, I can take
It's
you to
100%
the
warranty.
dirt parking lot right now. It's out in Harriman.
the ve-
where it happened.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I mean that's fine. You know,
There
I
was
trust you.
minivans in that parking lot.
Oh. No, I'm
By the
going to
time
say
you reach
yes, it's gonna
50,
be covered.
By the time you reach 50, you learn the value
Yeah.
of vehicles, and you
Well,
don't
I'm
take your
$56, so.
you don't take your $50,000 vehicle, you
No.
know, Bajan like you did when you were in your 20s.
Oh, I still do that, but no, I'm kidding. I don't. But
I mean, I'll use
I-
them, but I don't. But
Yeah.
I understand the value. Like,
I would much rather Toyota pay for it, so I'm doing everything I can to make sure Toyota pays.
I'm
for it.
hoping this is just a bad presentation, and maybe you could adjust that in the future, because what I'm saying is, again, I've had nearly about 40 vehicles in my life, and
Mhm.
I've never had this conversation at the front. So maybe it's just a bad presentation, but it feels like I'm being prepped for it not being covered, and
No,
I couldn't
want
know
it to
if
be
that was
covered.
the intention. I don't
No,
know.
no. I'm just like I said. If it's not covered, I have to pay for it.
And maybe it's because I'm a little pissed off anyway.
I can understand that.
But it's so far.
I'm just trying to put all the cards on the table.
All right. Well.
That's all I'm doing. That's,
All right.
okay.
Okay.
Like I
So
said, I mean, I've seen too many things where the people don't realize that something's hit it or something like that, and it cracked it during the float.
I mean, it sits in my garage. There would be leaking if there was something. cracked.
Normally, yes, and that's without.
And it was
entire history.
only here 18,
Mhm.
just over 3,000 miles ago.
Right.
So that would be a hard one for them to prove.
So and all we have to do is if there's any outside damage to the housing or anything like that, which I highly doubt.
I highly doubt it's the off-road. There's skid plates all over.
Mhm. So that and I know that.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to be as transparent as possible up
All
front.
right. Well, hopefully that's all it is. What was your name, by the way?
Richard.
Richard. So hopefully that's all it was, Richard. That having been said, I appreciate you not arguing with me about a vehicle.
No, I want you to get taken care of as best you can.
Okay.
So,
So talk to me about time frame. What do you think?
if
Until
we
like,
do have to order them, it really depends on parts available.
well, maybe just time frame is like when I would hear.
Oh,
about-
diagnosis or
yeah.
anything? Probably about an hour or two.
Okay. All right. And then I
With-
guess we really
with the
don't
weather
know
the way
until.
it is, we have to drive it. So
Yeah, it was pretty sketch getting it here. You don't need to go far though. You'll hear it, the grinding in there. But
that's good news.
so what had happened is I had it locked into 4 low, going through the parking lot because people were getting stuck,
Right.
and a loud pop happened, and then the 4-wheel drive. I mean, it most likely was the differential, especially if it's still kind of grinding in there. when
You
it's
take
not.
it out of. You were able to take it out of 4-wheel drive.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think it took a little bit because I instantly got stuck,
Oh.
and you have to move a little bit to
Right.
to get it to engage or disengage. So, but I had some people push me out,
Oh.
and
Okay.
well, we had to dig out and
Right.
put the tracks underneath it, and I was able to get up on those and get
Was
moving.
it still in 4-wheel drive, and you trying to get that out, or did you hear the pop?
I mean,
and then
no, I heard the pop, and then there was no more
you,
4-wheel
you
drive.
didn't. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was loud. It was, I don't know what I thought at first,
Okay.
but first
That
I just
definitely
thought, I
sounds-
hope that's nothing. That was my first thought.
Yeah. That sounds like it's almost definitely internal, which
Yeah.
is good.
Oh yeah, and then the grinding and the whatnot, just driving around now. Is that a common
Not
problem
really.
with Toyota?
No.
I mean, I've had a lot of like out of those 40 vehicles, the
Mm-hmm.
majority of them have been trucks or SUVs, and I've never had a differential go out, and so
There's a few components to a differential transfer case that it could be, but
yeah,
it's not a common problem.
okay,
That's I mean, if I'd heard of it before, I would have been able to say, oh yeah, no problem.
I could see, like if you were like climbing boulders or something and you had a hard load on it,
Right.
maybe that would make more sense.
Still should be able to handle it, but yeah, you're
It,
right.
it should.
Yeah.
I mean, they know that's what people use Toyotas for,
Oh
right?
yeah.
So they built them for that.
They're built, but this is why we have warranty, just in case something like this happens. So
Yeah, for sure. I'm really hoping it's a one-off anomaly because this is my first Toyota,
yeah,
and I bought it just because it's supposed to be the gold standard, and yeah, so I'm a little
the odds are in your favor that it won't happen again.
hopefully because I actually have enjoyed the vehicle more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd like it that much at all, but I've really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, and mishaps happen internally.
they do.
Externally.
Oh yeah, out of those 40 vehicles I've had, and a lot of those were Jeeps, so I'm actually used to going to service quite a bit because those are most people know Jeeps are pieces of shit, and you don't buy them because they're reliability. But
That's a hell of a warranty.
yeah, yeah, thank God.
But when doesn't matter if you can't use it if you're not.
Yeah, I just got tired of having to buy a new one every 3 years because.
Oh.
But
No,
anyway.
this one should last a lot longer than that.
Yeah. No, I know several people with Toyotas over 200,000 miles. Wow. But,
So do you want to hang out until we find out, or do you want to get in the vehicle right now?
yeah, I mean, if it's just going to be 60 to 90 minutes,
Mhm.
I may as well just hang tight.
Okay.
And-
I've got him back there. We're just waiting for an open technician to get. You're early enough, so it should be fairly quick, at least till we get somebody on it.
Yeah.
Probably on it now. I just haven't been in my computer to find out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just hang tight.
If you're comfortable with that, then we'll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry about the miscommunication. I mean, that wasn't my intent.
Yeah,
I just wanted you
Well,
to know exactly.
you can ask my wife. I'm not always the best communicator either. So.
That's funny. That's what my wife says about me.
Yeah, I think it's a guy thing.
Thanks, Don.
Okay, I'll hang tight. Thanks,
Okay.
guys. Okay.